Kitco Mining's special coverage of the Rural Symposium, Natural Resource Investing, is brought to you by GMIN Ventures.
Brazil is becoming one of the most important mining jurisdictions in the Americas, and it is where GMIN Ventures is focused with its Tocantins project. CEO is Luis Pierre Gignac, a runner-up of Kitco's 2002 CEO of the Year, and our sponsor here at the Rural Symposium in Boca Raton, Florida. Luis Pierre, welcome to Kitco.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, GMIN Ventures, what are you focused on? What is the plan for the company?
Yeah, right now we're really focused on constructing the Tocantins mine. It's going really well. We're 36% complete at the end of June, and we're really in the peak of construction at the moment with over 2,000 people working on the project. And what's going really well is our budget. Our spend according to our budget is really looking good, and the timeline that we set out is really holding as well. So we're very happy about that.
Well, congratulations there. When do you anticipate the project being completed and started in production?
So we essentially have another 12 months in front of us of heavy construction focused on the process plant. So we're looking at commercial production in the second half of next year.
And what level of production would that be?
So we're going to average about 175,000 ounces a year for 10 and a half years. So that's based on the current reserve that we have at the moment.
Okay, and how does Tocantinzinho fit into the overall strategy and growth plan of the company?
Yeah, well, for us, this is really our first asset, our single asset at the moment. But we see it as a stepping stone to building the next intermediate gold producer. So we're very focused on looking for other M&A opportunities to bring additional assets in. And also with this land package that we have on Tocantins, we have lots of exploration upside with it. So obviously we do intend to start investing heavily in exploration once we get into commercial production. Okay,
Brazil's a very big country, so will the focus initially be just on Brazil or Latin America in general, or further afield?
Yeah, I'd say for our company, we want to stay Americas focused, but our experience in Brazil has been very good. We do like Brazil as a jurisdiction, and we're happy to have another asset in Brazil, to be honest.
Okay, Brazil has been a strong mining country for a long time now, and this is increasing with the shift to critical metals. Brazil has an incredible endowment of those as well. Why is Brazil such a good jurisdiction for mining?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think there's a lot of stability in Brazil. They've had mining as a pillar of their economy for a long time. And you do have an abundance of minerals of all sorts, whether it's iron ore, copper, gold, and like we're mentioning now, the battery metals of lithium and cobalt and whatnot. So it's a very attractive jurisdiction from my perspective.
In addition to the sort of battery metals, the country is also starting to attract investment of some of the bigger automotive companies and battery companies as well. Again, another great endorsement of the potential and the stability of the country.
Yeah. I mean, if I look at the state of Pará, where our project is, it's the second largest mining state in Brazil, and they provide lots of incentives to attract investment, whether it's tax holidays or rebates on their corporate income taxes for 10 years and various tax advantages like that to attract investment. So definitely they're very much wanting to attract foreign capital into Brazil. Okay,
I've had the good fortune to visit Pará a couple of times, and it's a massive state. Brazil is a massive country.
Yeah.
What's the infrastructure like there? Because that's obviously an all-important factor for mine development.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're in a remote location ourselves where this project is, but we do have a main highway that was paved, over the years, and it's not that long ago that we had this nice paved highway built. So that really opened up the region. And for ourselves, we're building a 193-kilometer transmission line to connect into the national power grid. So we're investing in infrastructure development in the region as well. But that gives us access to nice, clean, renewable power that's generated on the grid. So for us, that was a key component of our project.
Okay. Brazil recently elected a new president, President Ignacio Silva Lula, again. What impact will that have, positive or negative, on the mining sector?
Yeah, I think I mean, I think everyone kind of anticipated some changes to occur. I mean, from our perspective, what we've seen is more of a crackdown on illegal activities, illegal mining that can take place. And so that's really the focus of that administration so far in terms of how it can impact mining. But for public companies doing things properly, and in our case, a lot of the permitting is done at the state level, so not really with federal agencies. So there's been really no change for us, and from my perspective, I think it's he's not pro or anti-mining. He's pro development of his country in a responsible manner. So
okay, it seems he's about things being done right. As you mentioned, he's cracked down on illegal mining. There's been recent reports that the deforestation in Brazil is slowing down under his administration. So that would presumably be a positive. And for mining companies that put their environmental plans in place, plan those things and execute those things well.
Yeah, I mean, for us, obviously we're in the Amazon, so deforestation is part of what we have to do to build this project. And, we do it to very high standards in terms of really outlining what we're doing. Fauna and flora management is a very key component of how we do things. So it's done in a very, very high level, and we do have lots of visits from SEMAS, the environmental agency in Brazil. So they often come to site to see how we're doing things, and yeah, we're doing a very good job in respecting how it should be done.
Okay, now you mentioned you've got about 12 months more of building to do at Tocantinzinho before that comes online. And will that be the moment in time when you start exploring again?
Yeah, we're actually doing some exploration work now. It's at a call it more minimal level, given that we're really focused on keeping our funds for building the mine. But we are completing a soil geochem campaign on the large property that we have, and we'll be flying some geophysics surveys over the land package. And we are still doing a little bit of drilling. So really all that is really to augment our basic information on the property to then have better targets defined and really ramp up our exploration efforts.
Given the incredible mineral endowment in Pará State, are you just focused on gold exploration, or are you looking for copper? Obviously there's iron there, iron ore. There's all kinds of things in Pará.
Yeah, and what is actually surprising is on our property, we do actually have a copper anomaly that's been drill tested. So even on our property itself, we know we have copper mineralization. But really at the moment, we're focused on gold. We built a processing facility that's gonna, pull gold out of the ore. So that's our focus in terms of exploration at the moment.
Well, copper and gold seem to be very good complements at the moment.
It'd be a nice compliment, yeah.
Okay, so looking ahead, what are going to be some of the sort of key milestones or catalysts for G Mining Ventures over the next 12 months?
Yeah, definitely it's providing updates on our progress on the construction side. Obviously our critical path at the moment is getting our grinding mills delivered to site and getting those erected. That's really on our critical path to completing the project on time. So we'll be updating our shareholders in the market on our construction progress and likely some of our exploration efforts.
Excellent. Well, I wish you the best of luck with the remainder of the build and with the exploration. Louis-Pierre Gignac of G Mining Ventures, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
And stay tuned to Kitco Mining for more from the Rural Symposium in Boca Raton, Florida.
Kitco Mining's special coverage of the Rural Symposium, Natural Resource Investing, is brought to you by G Mining Ventures.